Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Budget With Me video. I'm so excited to be here because we're closing out August and we are going to look at the numbers, see what we spent and how much we saved, etc. And yeah, we can just get into September because it's already a week into September, which blows my mind. So, first things first, thank you guys so much for being here. If you are new, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy and I hope you guys stick around. Feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's jump right into this. We have, the last week to check in with, which I didn't do too much spending, which is great. So we're going to do that. And then we are going to close out the August budget, fill in these numbers, and just kind of see where we're at. So let's just jump right into this. Now, I did not do much spending at all. And I only spent in 2 categories, which is really, really great and exciting. And I'll explain why as we go. Now, we did leave off, should I zoom you guys in? Let's zoom you in a little bit more for down here. So we're going to start off with August 22nd. I did not spend anything that day. The next day, the 23rd, I did spend, let me get my, okay, tweezers. I did get groceries this day. Also, these stickers are from Planner Kate. If you guys are new, everything is always linked down below, so check out the description box. But Aldi, I spent $5.68. I really don't do that much grocery shopping because I only buy produce. I live by myself, so I only cook for myself. So yeah, I always spend very little, which is nice. So $5.68 there, and then the next time I spent money was on Wednesday? Is that Wednesday the 25th, yes. 25th, I did have a date and I had to Uber there and back from the date. So that was $23.70 because Uber and Lyft prices are insane right now, you guys. So round trip was $23 for my date. And then the only other thing that I spent money on the rest of the month was also from the transportation. It's a blue label. And I had to get gas on the 26th. That was $38.63. And that is literally it, you guys. The rest of the days are no spend days, which is really exciting. And yeah, let's just lay down our no spend stickers. All right, so we're going to lay down the no spend stickers here. And we had majority no spend days, which is awesome. So we're gonna start here. On the 22nd was a no spend. And then we had Tuesday the 24th, no spend. And then this particular weekend was very, very light. This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I had family in town. And when family comes to visit, this particular time was my father and stepmom. So when they come into town, they don't like let us pay for anything, like ever, which is very nice of them. Obviously, I don't see them often, so when they're around, they kind of like to, take care of us and, out to eat. And they always send us home with food, so we have leftovers, and they just really take care of us. So I did not have to do anything, spend any money on food, but also I didn't go out because I was spending time with them, which is also saving me money. That is our entire August check-in. You guys can see the first week of August was very heavy. The last few weeks of August was very light, which is great. So now we're going to go back to our August budget here, and we're just going to close out this August budget really quick. This is just how I personally do my budget. There are several ways to do it, but I feel like this is very simple, straightforward. We are going to fill in the actuals right here, and we're going to see if everything lined up, if things were a little bit off, if we were over or under budget. So the really exciting part is that I did get, I would say, around $3,000 for actual. So I received a question, I think last video, and I can't remember if I mentioned it before, but I do currently work for myself now. I don't work for any companies. I do kind of like contracts and freelance. So people, if you're wondering what I do, it's just, I work for myself, more in like the marketing realm, digital marketing realm, I guess you could say. Like social media, content creation, stuff like that. So, you know, this number can definitely fluctuate, so, especially like working for yourself and as a freelancer. So I did kind of pull in around 3,000 this month, so which is nice. YouTube ended up being $219.81, and I guesstimated 200, so we were pretty close there. So for other, that's kind of like miscellaneous. If I sell things online, Poshmark, Mercari, I will leave all of the links down below, but I sold so much on Mercari this month. Like just random things that are laying around my apartment, I posted and they all sold. So if you want to get some things for a good deal, definitely check out my Mercari store. It's free. The link is always down below, so check it out. But I knew I was going to post a few things, so I knew I was going to get sales, so I guesstimated $200. You guys, I pulled in almost like $600 extra dollars off of Mercari, which is great. And then I did get an unexpected check in the mail as well. So our other income, which is really great, was $2,424.95. This is very unusual for me. This is not normal, you guys, for just like random income, but I'm very thankful. I'm not going to get into the details of what the check was from, this and that, but it was unexpected, and I'm really happy that I got that check, because I know September is going to be a little bit of a slower month for me, just kind of foreshadowing. So this is really going to be helping out next month in September. So let's plug in the numbers here. We'll get our totals. So for the month of August, income wise, we have, hold on, let me just add everything. 2424.95. Oh my gosh, we pulled in $5,644.71. I did not total this before, sorry you guys. This is what I expected to pull in, which was $3,500. So you guys, we did really well. Sorry. Oh my gosh. So we were plus $2,144.71. You guys can do the difference with the other ones if you want to, but this is the main number. So that's the expected income for August. This is what we actually pulled in, and this is the difference. So an extra $2,000 for the month of August, which is amazing. Love it. So moving down, we're just gonna go through this really quick. I might speed through this because all the numbers are pretty much the same, and I know that. Alright you guys, so for me personally, all of my numbers here are the same for the month of August. Now I do know that my rent is going up in September, so that will change next month when I show you guys my September budget. And I think Spotify might have went up a little bit, so or is going to go up. So all of these for me are neutral, but again, this is just in case you need to see any differences in your fixed expenses. Typically, if they are fixed, they are the same, so you might not even need this column right here, but it's just easy for me to show you guys and to explain it. All right, so now variable expenses. This is the fun part. Actually, I should have, oh my gosh, I'm doing this all backwards. I really should have closed out the weekly with you guys, huh? All right, let's do that because I know you guys want to see that. So for week 4 for groceries, let's go back and double check. As you guys can see here, we did again go to Aldi for $5.68. So we're going to write that in. we spent $5.68. All right, eating out, we didn't do anything personal, nothing, household, nothing, but transportation. We did have these two transactions here. So let's bring in our calculator. Lyft for $23.70 and gas for $38.63. So let's check those off that we have marked them. $62.33 is what we spent. $62.33. All right, so now we are going to see what we had remaining for our variable expenses, our weekly check-in. So for groceries, we're going to take this number from last week remaining, $51.46, and we're going to minus what we spent this week for. We minus $5.68. So we have $45.78 remaining. Eating out, we didn't do anything, so we're just going to pull that down. Still negative $36.77. Personal, also we're just going to pull that number down. Over budget by $122.26. Transportation, we were over budget by $11.60. So we're just going to add to our over budget. And I'm messing up. I hate when I mess up. So we are over budget by transportation. Oh man, $73.93. Household, $160.78 over budget. So those are our numbers right here. They're not looking too hot, but now we can go back to our budget, and the variable expense section is where these numbers play into it. All right, so these are the same categories as our weekly check-ins. All right, if you guys are new, I'm just trying to make sure you guys know where, you know, these numbers are being pulled from, this and that. So we're going to use the last week numbers here to fill this out. So this is what I budgeted. This is the actual. Let me fill these in really quick because, all right, I just realized that some of you might not know how to fill this out, so I'm just going to go over it really quick. This is what I budgeted in the beginning of the month for all of these categories. Now for groceries, for example, I already filled it in, but we budgeted $125. Going back over here from our check-in, we had $45.78 left over. So I just minus this number from what we had budgeted, and I got $79.22. Now for something like eating out where we were over budget, I had budgeted $150 for the month for eating out, right? We were over budget by $36.77, so I'm going to add this to what we spent because we were over budget. So again, what we budgeted, $150, and we're going to add, since again we were over budget by $36.77, we're going to add that. So we actually spent $186.77. That's our actual for eating out. Again, you know what, I was going to speed through this, but this might be better to work through so you guys can see it. So again, for personal, we budgeted $150. All right, but we were over budget, so we spent $122.26 over our budget. So we're gonna add $122. So again, $150 is what we budgeted. We're gonna add $122. What was it? 26. So we actually spent, gosh, $272.26. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, then leave me a question down below. But again, we budgeted for transportation $80, and we were over budget by $73.93. So we actually spent $153.93. For household, same thing. We budgeted $60. We were over by $160.78. So we actually spent $220.78. All right, so I'm going to add these up really quick for our total. Okay. Alright, so our actual spent was $912.96. Again, you guys can go through and do your plus and minus for each category. I mean, I probably will off camera. It's just going to take too much time. The main thing I want to see is what was I over in the totals. So we actually spent $912.96 and we had budgeted $565. So we were over budget by $347.96. I'm just gonna write over budget. Handwriting is terrible, sorry. But that's what you really want to see. If you're over budget, you gotta adjust for next month, which is what we have to do. If you're under budget, then you are on track. So that's kind of like the number you really want to see. But all in all, honestly, as you guys can see, we had extra income. So if we're really doing the math out, let's actually do it. Let's do it right now. Because this is what we actually pulled in, $5,644. And then, you know, you minus your fixed expenses, $1017.68. And then we're also going to minus what we actually spent in our variable expenses, which was $912.96. So as you guys can see, although I was over budget by $347.96, I still came in okay monthly wise because all of that unexpected income. All right, which is great. Things balanced out, and even if I didn't get that much extra income up here, I would have still been okay. But I try to like budget as tight as possible just to see if I can hit that goal. So I hope all that makes sense. Again, if you're confused about anything, leave it down below. I'll try to explain it in the comments. So yeah, we're just going to quickly go through these numbers here of what we put in our savings challenge, what we did for sinking funds, and our savings. So I have videos on both of these already, so go check them out if you missed them. Sinking funds for the month of August, we were able to put away $500, and then savings challenge, we put away $428, and then savings, this fluctuates, so I just randomly transfer a couple $100 every month, and that's just kind of how I do it. So this month was again a little tight, so I only transferred over $200 into another savings account that I have. So that is pretty much everything for the month of August. Again, I hope that makes sense, you guys. If it doesn't, let me know down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have a lot of awesome content coming up and things that I will be releasing, so please stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys subscribe, stick around, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!